Yeah. What's up, guys? It's your boy Photopy the Dreamer. Welcome you to FL Studio Beginners Guide series, where we're going to dive into FL Studio, get to know it, how it works. And for you to understand FL Studio, there's 6 areas you have to be familiar with. That is the toolbar, the channel rack or the step sequencer. We have the browser, we have the piano roll, we have the playlist, we have the mixer. So from there, in our 7th episode, we are going to look to see how to create your first beat in FL Studio without any instrument or like external instrument, just using your computer. Even if you don't know to play any instrument, then how to save and export your project. That's it. So the first episode is going to be the toolbar, understanding the toolbar. So without wasting much of your time, let's dive in. And for you to access all of these ones, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Then you also hit that bell icon, so that when I post these other episodes, you don't miss out. Okay, let's dive in. Okay, this is our FL Studio. This is how it looks like. I told you we are going to begin with the toolbar. This is the toolbar, and then we have the browser here. Then we have the channel rack or the step sequencer. Then we have the playlist. Then we have the piano roll. Those are the 6 areas you have to know for you to use this DAW. So let's start right away. This one is our piano roll. So let's get to understand it. The piano roll, this one here, this is the menu bar here. This area here, the menu bar. We have the file, edit, add, the patterns, view, options, tools, help. Then when we start, we look at the file here. We have new. That's when you're creating a new project. We have new from template. That's advanced if you have created your own template, so that when you're going to start a song in a project, you have a template that you start from. You don't start from scratch. Open, you're opening the projects you have worked on. Save those ones, save new version, importing a MIDI file, export. That's will be our last episode. See, it's not that hard. Then here the recent objects, the recent projects you have worked on. These are the recent objects I have worked on, but I have very many, but this one is just a shortcut for you to access the ones you have worked on. This one will be adding MIDIs, adding the instruments, but this one is a long way. It's going to be a shortcut. We shall see. All these ones are the patterns. If the patterns I'm working on, we shall get to know more about these ones when we are looking at the the playlist view. This one, what are you going to see here? We are going to see the piano, the playlist. This one is a playlist. We have the channel rack. This one is our channel rack. So these are the default settings, which I don't temper. I just leave them the way they are. Okay, options. Now with options here, what I can say, when it's when you're working with your project info, where you get to give the title of your project, the name of the author, that is your name if you are the producer or what. Here are some comments you can put about your project. If you have a web link, then you put your web link here. The genre here, you choose the genre you want to choose. Is it R&B, rap, reggae? You choose. So this is the data, the metadata to your project. You found at options, then project info. All right. Okay. Typing keyboard, this one enables you to use your computer keyboard to act as the instrument, even if you don't have other instrument like a piano or a guitar, any external instrument. So you can use your computer keyboard to use. So like on your keyboard, if the key for full stop is the middle C. Yeah, so these ones are the default settings. I normally don't tamper with them. And then audio settings, this one we shall look at them as per now. This one will be an advanced stage, so let's not tamper. The default settings are okay. All right. From the menu bar we go to the hint panel. Hint panel, are you seeing here? I want to see that this guy, as we are moving around our door, we are seeing here the changings. So in other words, it tells you which icon are you at. Now like I'm here, when I hover over here, it tells me that this is the record. If here it's play, here it's telling me song position. This one is multi-link to controllers, so it helps you to know what you are dealing with. Yeah, that is the hint bar. You hover over something and then it tells you what you are doing. From there, this one is the master volume. It's the volume of the general song, the master volume. Let's say I have a song here. It's loading. So if I play this song, so the master volume, I can increase the volume like that. So that's the master volume. From the master volume we go to transport and the recording controls. Transport and the recording controls. Okay, one is this one. We have the song, the pattern. So with the song mode, that means you're going to be playing all let's say you're on the playlist, you are able to play the full song here if you're in the song mode. You're in the song mode. But when you go to the pattern mode, in the pattern mode, let's say right now my pattern is saying pattern 5. Don't worry about this one, we shall get to know it when we are looking at the playlist. But as for now, you can see it's indicated pattern 5. So if I'm in the song mode, I'll be playing whatever is on the playlist. But when I go to pattern mode, I'll only be playing pattern 5. And if we had see pattern 5 from here, this is my pattern 5. So these other patterns will not be playing. What's not going on? Pattern 5, pattern 5. Pattern. So this one, since I have renamed this one, but the default, I just renamed it. It is kick 1. So this one, it's only playing the kick. So the kick is in my pattern 1, which is this one here. Are you seeing kick or 003 sensible? That's our pattern 1. If I increase my clap, have you seen my clap is in pattern 2 here because I'm in the pattern mode. But now when I change to song mode, I'll be playing everything. All our patterns will be played. That's it. So you can be changing. You just adjust from here. Just adjust to listen to a single pattern. But if I want the whole of it, I go to song mode. So this one is for playing. This one is for stop. This one is when you're going to record. We shall look at how to record. It's going to be a video of its own. Then this one is the BPM, beats per minute. Tells you the tempo. So how fast is your tempo? This one shows you where you are at. This one is the song position. So as I play, you can see where the song is, where the song is. Okay. With the BPM, so let's say I start a new project. No, I don't want to save anything. Let's say the BPM, for you to understand it, so let's first see the metronome. So the metronome is something that guides you. Let's say you're going to start a fresh project, you want to record something. So it helps you to time, it gives you the timing. So it works in conjunction with the tempo. If my tempo is 130, that means this one is also going to be, acts like a kick, ding ding, and you can right click and choose. So if I play here, that is the sound. So I right click, I choose the sound that I feel like. I hate that one. So you just choose. Now the tempo here, I just scroll. When I reduce the tempo, also the metronome reduces the tempo like that. I increase, it increases. Then stop. Now typing to keyboard, as I hover over something, you look at the hint panel, you're going to see what it means. So this one, it enables you to use your computer keyboard, as I told you earlier on. So I just use my computer keyboard to act as an instrument. Okay. We have looked at the tempo. So waiting, this one means waiting for play to start, waiting for input to start playing. Right now, when I hit play, I start playing right away. But if I enable this one, I've enabled it, you will see that when I play, it won't play anything. It waits for input. So with my on my keyboard, I just hit any key, then it will start playing. You get it? Okay. But I don't put it on. I like to leave it deactivated. Then this one is counting before recording. So this one times you, like, let's say you want to record something, it will enable to count. It gives you a count of 3 or up to 3 before you start recording. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's say hit record here. I'm going to record something I want to record, let's say notes. I'm not going to record now, but I just want you to get to know the essence of this one. So when I hit record, I have already chose to record. When I hit record, now it has started playing. It is recording. Let me put it. So I want it to look here. After the count of 3, it will start moving, meaning that it is recording. If I was recording any notes, what, it will start recording from there. But it first gives you that warning, like to give you that time to prepare yourself. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Have you seen? It has started. That means if I was recording something, it would be recording. But if you don't put it, if you hit say record, it will just start there and then. Have you seen? It starts there and then. So it's a good one. It's a good habit. Blend recording, that one will be advanced. Loop recording, that one will be advanced. What can we use? Multi-linked controllers. Now multi-linked controllers, this one enables, let's say I want to control the volume, my master volume. So instead of coming here and then adjusting the volume, I can decide to use the controls, or maybe on my MIDI controller. Let's say I have a piano MIDI controller, some knob, a knob, maybe a knob on my MIDI controller, or maybe you have a mixer, those faders, you want to use the faders or controllers on your hardware. So instead of me coming here, I'll just use my any control on my MIDI. So to do that, I first come and activate this one. You can radiate see multi-link to controllers, activate it. After activating it, I come to the icon, or to the icon I want to use. I just twist it a bit, and then I go to my hardware or my MIDI controller. I twist any knob. The knob that I will twist, that will be the one being used. I seen I have twisted the knob on my MIDI controller, so I no longer have to come here and then adjust the volume. I just use my MIDI controller the volume to adjust. I see. I'm just using my MIDI controller. So that's the use, multi-link to controllers. Okay, this one here is timing. It shows you. Let's go back to the song here. So in other words, it is the song position. It is telling you how many minutes you have gone or how many seconds you have gone in your time in your song. So you can see 1 second, 2 seconds. It is just timing. But you can decide also to change to count in terms of bars. Let's say in terms of bars. So if I move, I hit play, 1 bar, 2 bars, 3 bars, 4 bars. It is now telling you how many bars you have moved, but I like to keep mine at minutes or seconds to tell me where I am in my song, or to help me if I've played the full song. It tells me how many minutes my song runs for. So that's it. This one, snap. This we shall look at this one when we shall be looking at our playlist. In other words, it enables you like to snap. If I'm drawing here, to snap to line, you see I just snap to the line, snap to the line. You'll get to know these ones. The clap, we saw that if I want, let's go to a fresh. So if I say choose pattern 1, I go to my channel rack, I put in a kick, and I want my kick to be on pattern 1. So here it's pattern 1. I'll come here, draw my pattern 1, bring it to my playlist like that. I can drag it on until when I feel like my song needs to run up to that time. Okay, so that's pattern 1. If I want to add another pattern, let's say maybe a pattern of a snare, a pattern of a pattern of a snare. I want them to be in different patterns. I increase pattern 2, you see it has gone, pattern 2 it has gone. So in pattern 2 I want it to be a snare. I just come here, pattern 2. So I bring my snare, so pattern 2. That's it. So if I play, it's playing only the key, the snare, because we're in pattern 2. If I want it, let me remove the metronome. If I want it to play only the key, I can change to pattern 1. But if I want all of it to be played, I come to song mode. The tempo is too fast, I reduce the tempo accordingly. As simple as that one. Okay, this one is the playlist. We shall look at it in its own episode. This one is it's the monitor, output monitor. It's telling you your output monitor. That one I clicked Control Z to undo, Control Z to undo, Control Alt Z to undo several times. That's what I did. I had deleted them, but I just clicked Control Z to undo. If I want to do more than one step, I'll go Control Alt Z. But if you just keep on Control Z, it will be undoing and redoing. To undo more steps, go Control Z, Control Alt, and then Z. So here it's the monitor. It is telling you this. Let me play. You can see. So if I reduce on the volume, I reduce on the volume, you can see here it's also reducing. The output is also reducing. I increase, it increases. Okay, this one is the CPU panel. It tells you how much you are using, memory usage, and then the CPU load. Because there are some plugins when you're using, they take a lot of your PC and memory, so it helps you to know. So this one, as per now, I'm only using 76 MBs of my memory. The CPU is just 2, so it helps you to monitor. Let's say you want to know how the plugin is affecting your computer, you can see the usage here. Okay, these ones are not all that important for now. What's more important are these guys here. I think so. This one is our playlist. What if it's not there? I think it has gone. So to activate it, you just come here. You can even see from here that this one is a playlist. I bring it on. If I want to access my piano roll, this one is the piano roll tab. I access my piano roll. We are also going to look at the piano roll, don't worry. If I want to access my channel rack, it's not there. So I have to come here, activate, just toggle it, it goes off and on. If I want to access my mixer, where you mix your song from, this is the mixer. This one is the browser. This guy here, this is the browser. So if it's there, you can remove it, then you bring it back. This one is the plugin picker. If you want to pick plugins, if you want to, the plugins you are using that time in your project. So these are the plugins that are in my project. Okay, I have two patterns. I have pattern 1, pattern 1, pattern 2, and these are the instruments we are having. And if I want to add another pattern, okay, hit escape, then it goes out. And this one is the plugin picker. So all these are the plugins that we have. So you choose any. Okay, hit control, hit escape, then it goes away. These ones are all not important. So that's our toolbar. Let me hope you have gotten something. It's just the beginning. It's our first episode. In our second episode, we are going to be looking at the browser here, where you get to choose our instruments that we are going to use in our project. That will be our second episode. Let me hope you have enjoyed, you have learned something, and please remember to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out when I upload more good things. Alright, I remain your boy 40p the Dreamer. Then I sign out. Bye bye.